All right, everybody, here's my latest update here for Bitcoin. On the last video that we discussed, which I believe was last Friday, so about a week apart, was us trading just above this $66,000 region. And I had noted that if you were looking for a fresh entry, that we were looking to get another pullback towards that 66,400 after this little drop right here, right? And that is around what we got. Obviously, we got a little bit more of a pull into the $65,600 region, but that was the area I was looking for the next little drop before the next leg up. And at the time, targeting the all-time high and then potentially $75K to $78,000. Now, walking this back just a little bit, right? We had the pullback to $59,000, which was right to that monthly level of support earlier on this month, which was that nice ABC correction before the upside continuation. For me personally, I didn't get any short-term entries here as I was kind of on the move from a hurricane at the time, but I found my next entry right here at 65,700, and I was targeting up towards that 75K area. Now, the 75 to 78K region for me has been an area that I've been targeting, just as well as the completion of this harmonic pattern, which I've been targeting ever since the $54,000 to $52,000 region, looking to come up into this area here, which I had stated would trigger about a 10 to 12, maybe a 15% pullback if we did get up to it. Now, while this pattern could very well still complete, I did want to point out that it technically has activate. We had this push up to just about the all-time high right here. The expansion here is just enough within the reach of this to be a valid pattern. Like I said, we still very well could see the move to the upside, but for me, this was actually enough to kind of note and actually close my short-term long, right? I'm not like selling out all my positions or anything like that, but I got a long, very short-term entry right here, which was not ideal. Obviously, the ideal area was 59, even 54. For me, I entered right at 65,700, which is currently our last local low. Actually ended up exiting my long position today. Alerted everybody in the group that I did so right about 70,000, right under 71K. And the reason I did that was more so because I feel there's a higher risk at the moment that we actually come all the way back down to that entry area. And while we're now trading back to about $69,000, about a $4,000 drop has occurred. I do anticipate potentially another $4,000 drop back to these lows, pretty much where I'd entered that old position. I'll actually be looking to, maybe see if I can get a new position down here short term. But otherwise, yeah, I will be looking for, this to kind of pull back a little bit deeper here. A very technical setup here. If we were looking at this as far as targets would go, essentially it's your 0.382 Fibonacci retracement right there at that 65,571. So once again, where I entered my long, not worth the risk of it coming all the way back to where I entered it. So I ended up closing it up here. I didn't get the exact high. Maybe we go higher from there. Either way, I'm happy with that trade. I entered at not an ideal zone. So for this, potentially to come back down, I'll look for a new long around this region here. We have a target at the B point, which is just a little bit below that, right at 65,000 flat. And then if that area is lost, it's the gold pocket after that. And those are the three major targets of this pattern, which would equate to, like I said, about a 12-15% pullback. This is 11% down to the 0.382. If you hit the B point, it's about 12%. And if we get to the gold pocket, it's actually a lot deeper at 18 to almost 20%. If you would like access to my Discord, where I give these updates live time, basically 24/7, I'll definitely be updating this over the weekend, especially, and as these prices potentially get met. Feel free to join the link in my bio, wherever you find it there. It's the leading crypto Discord. If you use code CVO, it's going to give you 50% off your first month. So give it a try here for the month of November. See how we do. And then other than that, I'll see you all in the next video. Hope you all have a great weekend. And until then, everybody, cheers.